You guys said I was reviewing Inuyasha episode 1 and 2 English dub, but I had to change the schedule around, so we're looking at Ben 10. Today we're taking a look at the worst episode of Ben 10 Alien Force Duplicate. You may have seen my video talking about Ben 10 the original series, but today we're talking about the sequel series Ben 10 Alien Force. Like I said, we're reviewing the Ben 10 sequel series. It follows Ben as a teenager as he grows and develops. The point of the show is to show that Ben has grown as a character and developed. So it opens up on villains known as the Forever Knights trying to break into a museum using a tank. By blowing up the museum's door with a tank, and man, I can't blame them. I have troubles with doors too myself.
Let me tell you something, Forever Knights. Nobody's ripping open nothing except wrath.
Oh, Tony, the tiger has gone mad. Run for your lives. Gwen calls Ben during the battle, so Ben has to stop what he's doing to answer the phone. Was this important call that stopped Ben from fighting the bad guy? That he was missing his girlfriend's tennis match. Yep, it was that important. But because of Gwen's call, the bad guys get away.
Run away! Run away!
Little joke about those old people being old, and then the theme song plays. Saw my other Ben 10 video where I talked about the original series. I said that theme song was like the DuckTales of our generation, while the sequel theme song sucks. Compare the two theme songs, shall we? The theme song has a good catchy song, and it explains the plot, and it's really catchy. Now let's look at the sequel's theme song. The theme song has no lyrics. It just sounds like your stereotypical epic theme song with nothing original. Cut over to Ben's girlfriend's tennis match. How you play tennis? Everyone knows when you smack the ball, it's supposed to destroy the planet. Now this takes place when the public found out Ben's secret identity, so it's public knowledge. Paparazzi follows Ben inside. Paparazzi follows Ben while Ben is at the tennis match. Instead of Ben telling them to go away, he acts like an ego-driven 10-year-old. Now this would be fine if it was the original series, but this follows Ben as a teen, and they've shown multiple episodes that he's matured past it, so they're taking down his character development. I mean, it's like the writers did this. Such a well-written character. Oh, we don't do that here. Oh, the humanity! Oh wait, it's a Nerf dart, I'm not dead. Cut over to the bad guys and they reveal their plan, and their evil plan is this. Okay guys, this is our plan. We're gonna get hard at McDonald's and then steal all the Szechuan sauce for ourselves. Woo! It turns out the Forever Knights actually want an armor that was given to them by the Aztecs. The next scene, and guess what? Ben buys movie tickets to go see a movie, so he'd rather see a movie than his girlfriend's tennis game. Come on, Ben, I was defending you at first, but then you turn around and be an ego-driven maniac. Come on, you idiot. Comes up with the idea to clone himself with the Omnitrix, and yes, I don't know if that's a plot hole or not. I don't remember the Omnitrix being capable of doing that in the original series or any other source material, but again, I could be wrong. I'm not that hardcore into Ben 10 anymore. Ben clones himself. It splits his clones into 3 different personalities. His positive side, that's a pacifist, his negative and angry side, and his common ground side, that's kind of childish. Clone gets split up into jobs. One clone goes to the movie theater, the other clone goes to the tennis match, and the other clone goes to investigate a crime with Kevin. Kevin are driving over there. We cut to Gwen and the jerk Ben at the tennis match, and the jerk Ben starts flirting with other girls. Did Gwen just use a pink energy attack? Oh no, she's harnessed the power of the Manic Monday music video. Anyway, the pacifist clone of Ben arrives with Kevin to the crime scene.
Yes.
Well, this is a weird remake of Tremors. Kevin fell down in a mine, so I guess you could say 2 miners are in a mine. Oh no, I lost my mind. Sorry, I know these minor puns are a minor bit annoying. Ben and Kevin bump into the bad guys, but since this is the pacifist clone of Ben, Ben refuses to fight the bad guys, so the bad guys just shoot at them while he does nothing.
Then do something.
Do something! Do something! Do something!
Wait, after Kevin manages to defeat the bad guys, because that's still the pacifist Ben, the main leader of the bad guy gets his hand on the Aztec armor, so pacifist Ben calls the other clones of Ben's to come assist. The copies of Ben arrive and they take down the bad guy. They see me rolling in my cannonball. Talk about this fight scene. Now, usually in clone episodes, they do cool combo moves, but they don't do any cool combo moves. They completely wasted the potential of this fight scene and messed it up just like everything else they did in this episode. Example of an attack they could have done. They could have used the ice alien that the other one had been turned into to freeze the ball alien and throw a snowball at him. That would have been a kind of a cool attack. Like I said, the fight scene is underwhelming. Anyway, Ben beats the bad guy, and the episode ends with Ben giving somewhat of an apology, but it's kind of crap. But let's dive into the conclusion. So let's start with the most obvious one. The fact that they took Ben's character development and completely screwed it up. Ben had better development by the 8th episode of the original series in season 1. And this is the sequel series. So Ben should have been acting way more mature than he was. Said Ben is egotistical and annoying in this episode. But Ben is not the only character that bothers me. Gwen does not care about saving the world in this episode. And she's usually the more responsible one. I mean, serious. One of my biggest problems is Ben's girlfriend. She really has nothing to do with this episode, you could swap Ben's girlfriend out with Gwen or any other female character and it wouldn't change a thing, because Ben's girlfriend really has nothing unique to this episode. Ben doesn't even apologize to the girlfriend directly. Ben more apologizes to everyone else instead of the girlfriend directly. So the girlfriend basically has no impact on this episode, and you could basically swap her out with any other character without changing anything, basically. Cap our main characters in this episode: an egotistical child, a callous jerk, and a literal character that means nothing to the plot and is pointless. Yeah, let's compare this episode to another episode dealing with emotion and clones that also came out on Cartoon Network, a Teen Titans episode where Cyborg and Beast Boy go inside Raven's mind and deal with the emotions of her. Now, I'm not going to go too much into detail of that episode because I'm comparing those two. Well, let's start with the goodness of that episode in comparison to the Ben 10 episode and why the Teen Titans episode works and the Ben 10 episode fails. 1, they actually dive into emotion, and 2, they have a creative setting, and it's just a whole lot better than the Ben 10 episode in general. I say skip this episode. The characters are annoying, the plot is boring, and it's not really important to the overarching story of this series. I say it's a 0 time instead of a hero time.